I don't care about filling the bed. You supposed to follow the script. So he calls me, and he's not following the script, telling me about what he's tired of and what he's sick and tired of. Don't talk to me about it. Talk to the supervisor about it. I'm sick and tired of you being sick and tired. Which brings us to the next segment. Just a 5-minute segment. Baby, we want to go through the hot seat. So, or actually, it's a 4-minute segment. Then we go through the hot seat. The Black History Minute, I mean. And then, in the hot seat. The segment is called I'm Sick and Tired. So the way it goes, just fill in the blanks. And I got a list, but I'm going to make it short because I'm sick and tired of the shooting. Just before the show started, it sounded like somebody was sitting outside of my bedroom window and just said, "Pow," as if they were doing practice shots on my assassination. I said, God damn it, it's getting to the point where you got to get a bulletproof vest to go take the trash out. You can't buy a gun in America. And here's the thing, it's fucking getting on my goddamn nerves. Excuse my French, America. The mayors, the city council, all these people keep talking about, we're going to make stricter gun laws. I understand that. But you're making the stricter gun laws in the wrong goddamn direction. The gun laws are strict where a law-abiding citizen cannot get a gun. You got the shit so loose, motherfucking children can take guns to school. But the taxpayers can't get shit done because you got it going in the wrong goddamn direction. And that's what's fucking people up. This is why people are getting shot. You got cases upon cases. I can't give you names because that's what I do as a detective on that side. There's phone book stacks of cases where people have said, hey, my husband, my boyfriend, my fiance, my girlfriend, my coworker, my boss, my supervisor, my whore, my prostitute, my pimp is trying to kill me. Here's documentation, here's documentation, here's documentation, here's a peace order, here's a peace order, here's documentation, here's a court case, here's documentation, here's documentation. And it never gets up the ladder to the state of Maryland or the state police because the state police will look at it, file it, it sits on the table for a little bit, and then they'll get around to it, then it gets approved. They have approved because you have a paper trail. They have approved gun permits for 5 people in the last 2 years. Those 5 people have been dead for 3 years. How do I know? I can't take that. But that means we can go get the gun now and then take the gun to the cemetery and bury it with the person who asked for it because you took too fucking long, and that's why they did. If you can't count on the police to defend your ass, you got to defend yourself. Now, me personally, I believe in, second amendment. I believe in the right to bear arms. I don't believe in bureaucracy. I don't believe in anything that trumps the Constitution. Forgive the word Trump. Now, the Constitution says I got the right to go get that gun, shoot that gun, fire that gun anytime I want to get that gun. That's what the NRA is supporting of. But you got this paper trail that says, well, you need documentation so you can go get the permit, so you can go hold it, so you can play with it, you can do this. Okay, but I'm dead now because the same motherfucker that I told you that stole my packages is shooting gunshots outside my window. And now, who's going to host the show tonight because I'm dead? Green don't know I'm dead. He's sitting there waiting for his gunshot to go off and find his body somewhere. I think the best thing that happened to us was COVID. You know, God works in mysterious ways. That kept the children from going to school where they was going to get shot up next. That kept the people, the drugs off the street. But you still got the mask on, selling the weed. So now you're hiding the weed under your mask. I seen a guy go up under the mask and get 2 or 3 baggies from under the mask. I think that's some shit. But I still find the whole enterprise, like I said before, to be a homosexual thing. Because why would I want to put something in my mouth you didn't have dangling around your big balls and I want to smoke it? Shit. better smoke my ass because I'm not. I don't want that shit. But that means you want drugs so bad that that's what you're willing to do. I ain't doing that. Nope. No. So, let's head on over to the Black History Minute. Then we'll take a break, and then we'll be back with Jovani Patterson. So what you got for the Black History Minute?
Well, today's Black History Minute is Jovani Patterson, a singer and actress. Born in Cleveland, Ohio, Jovani Patterson is recognized as the first African-American actress and sex symbol. She's married and divorced twice, and she had one child that was institutionalized for a brain injury. She started such movies as Carmen Jones, starring Helena Bonham, and Peggy and Bess, which also stars Sidney Poitier. In 1945, she became the first African-American woman to receive an Academy Award nomination. This was a beautiful, tragic star, struggled with prejudice of Hollywood. She died from an overdose of antidepressants at the age of 42. Many thought her death was a suicide. And right now, this is her birthday today. Jovani Patterson, this is your Black History Minutes. Now, we will take a quick break, and we'll be right back with a Guest in the Hot Seat with Jovani Patterson. This will be a good show.
Jovani
Patterson. This is Baltimore Talking Live. We'll be right back in 2 and 2. Thanks for listening. Right back.
The word real has lost its meaning these days. There's too much fake out there. Real food means fresh food. Fake food means processed food. It's as simple as that. Well, here at Chipotle Mexican Grill, we source the best ingredients that we can find and prepare them by hand. That's real. That's fresh. We're all about preparing food without added colors, flavors, or preservatives. Just genuine raw ingredients and their individual flavors. We source from farms rather than factories and spend a lot more time on our ingredients than many other restaurants. We wouldn't have it any other way. Fake and processed food is never a problem at Chipotle. We have a skilled crew who take the time to use our fresh ingredients to prepare only the best meals to come out of our restaurants. Because that's how we roll. Chipotle Mexican Grill. We do it fresh.
Hello, everybody. This is Baltimore Talking Live. Your host, Dr. Q, co-host is me, Aaron Green, and our guest today used to include his work his career as a cybersecurity engineer. His principles are love, truth, and forgiveness. And he will talk about his tragic loss for senior council president. He should have won. And talk about more to come. Our guest in the hot seat is Jovani Patterson. Jovani Patterson. Welcome to Baltimore Talking Live.
What's up? How you guys doing?
I'm doing fine, sir. How are you?
Doing well. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome.
Now,
yeah?
Yes, talk about your senior council president. How was your election going? I know that you lost to stiff competition to Nick Mosey.
No. It wasn't no strict competition.
Okay. I was wrong. But,
Yeah,
the popular votes goes to,
Yeah, so I mean, we lost the election, but it was one a good experience for me, but also I think it was a wake up call for Baltimore City as well. We didn't get enough votes to win. However, we did get more votes than any GOP nominee for the position ever in history. So I don't know, if you guys know anything about the city council president seat. However, there's never been a Republican or a GOP, candidate to ever win it. And the most we ever got in votes was about 27,000 in 2016. And this year we've crossed 40,000 so far, and all the votes haven't been counted yet. So, there's a chance we could hit about 45,000. So seeds are planted, and seeds are being planted. And I think it's a true wake up call. I think I was kind of sad the day after. The main reason was because I see the state of Baltimore City. I think a lot of voters see the state of Baltimore City, and I think we realize that unless we truly change how we vote, some of their ideologies, like our city won't change. Right now, we're just doing this carousel of politicians, which it seems like we just have a different face, well, same faces, just in different office. And there really hasn't been a shift in our city hall and our city government this year as a result of the election. It's really just the same people, same faces, just in different positions now.
You know what? Yes, I agree. What we need is a change. Instead of going to these same faces, we need new people in the seats. People that, like you're Baltimore native. You lived in Baltimore most of all your life in the city, and you watched the city change. What part of Baltimore do you live in, and how do you expect the change from when you were young to now?
Well, I live in West Baltimore, and I actually didn't grow up in Baltimore. I was born here, and I didn't really have much of a choice in it. But when I was 3, my parents decided, hey, we want to go somewhere else. And my mom was one. She grew up here, so I have a lot of family. I have a lot of cousins and family members in Baltimore. My grandmother was buried here. My grandfather was buried here. And my uncle was killed right before I was not long before I was born. So because that was my mom's only brother and I was my mom's firstborn son, she looked at the state of raising a young man in Baltimore City. So got married, packed up, and left. Now I've been here since I was 18 or 19. Since that time, so I have been in Baltimore over half of my life at this point. But I've just seen things change when it comes to, let's say the response to violence and crime. We've seen more and more drug use. We've seen how people are really, leaving the city, fleeing the city, creating more vacant and abandoned homes. And also businesses are leaving. This isn't a business-friendly city. So we're literally creating a vacuum of opportunities. And we say we want to help our community. We want to help our next generation, but we keep forcing opportunities out. We keep pushing away our homeowners. We keep pushing away our families. And we're talking about black families just as well as white families. We're pushing away our black families that could help build up the community because of the economics and because of a lot of things like response time to the police and the high taxes and the poor education. So over the years, that stuff has just gotten worse.
Yes, and indeed. I mean, like, education is one of them. Before the COVID-19, the funding is a very big cycle of the funding, what to do with